What's going on, guys? Matt Weik, Weik Fitness. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. So today, I want to talk about something that, quite frankly, it's becoming more apparent in society today, and I think it's important that we talk about it and open the dialogue on what I think is a real issue in today's age, and that is, are you willing to do whatever it takes to reach your goals? And how does that play into how you parent your kids? Now, I sat down a few weeks ago. It was super late at night on the back porch of one of my neighbors' homes. And we were talking about the education system, college, what the forecast is going to look like when we actually put our kids, to school when they go to college. I mean, right now, my oldest is only 5. His oldest, I think, is maybe 10. Don't quote me on that. But the issue that I see today is that we as parents are setting a bad example for our kids. Now, it's not the norm, or I shouldn't say that this is everybody. However, I think for the majority of parents, they tend to think this way, and that is, we like to complain a lot about what we don't have. Now, we can get into the whole discussion of you should be grateful for what you have. You have a roof over your head, you have, clothes on your back, food on your table, that type of your needs, the necessities. But, people always complain, oh, well, I don't have the Yeezys, I don't have the new J's, I don't have the Rolex, I don't have the Beamer or the Benz, whatever. I guess I don't understand. If a car takes you from point A to point B, who cares? If you have a roof over your head and it's sheltering your entire family, consider yourself lucky, because there are people who don't have that. And I feel like these are values that we really need to get through to our kids. I mean, because if you're brought up or you're wealthy yourself and you have kids and you have money and they want a new toy and you go buy it, or they want new shoes, you go buy it. They don't want to eat at home. They want to go out to eat tonight. So you go out for dinner. They're almost programmed to expect that. Now, again, I'm not telling you how you should parent your kids, how you should run your life, how you should run your businesses. You can make your own decisions. You're a big boy or girl, and you have the right to do what you want. But I want you to think about this. If you didn't have what you have today, would you do whatever it took to make money? And I say this because I really don't think most people will do whatever it takes. What I mean by that is, if you can't make your mortgage payments, if you can't put food on the table, if you don't even have enough money to drive to work every week, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to swallow your pride and go do the shit that nobody wants to go do? Will you knock on people's doors and say, hey, I see your shrubs out here are a little overgrown. Can I cut them for you? See what they say. Are you willing to go out in a busy intersection and start washing windows and windshields without even asking if you can do it? Because you're going to do whatever it takes. Hey, you know what? If I ask this person, they're probably going to tell me to go pound sand. They're sitting in the middle of an intersection. They're waiting for the light to turn. Of course they're going to say no. But what if I spray some, window cleaner on? I start cleaning the windows? Maybe I'll get paid. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But Are you willing to do whatever it takes to make ends meet? I want you to take that same philosophy and ingrain that in your children. I hate entitlement. There's nothing more that I hate than entitled kids who come up in wealth. Mommy and daddy pays for everything. They literally go through life, with the silver spoon. Everything is handed to them on a silver platter. And they know no different. They never had to work. Maybe down the road they have to. But growing up, they've never had to work. They're in their 20s. They don't work. They get to stay at home. They're playing video games all week. What is all of that about? What good do you think that's putting on our youth? It's adding to the problem versus helping solve the problem. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm telling you how to parent your kids, because I'm not. I'm just looking at it as I'm sick of people bitching and complaining, or the kids who grew up with that silver spoon getting out in the real world because mommy and daddy are kind of like, hey, you got to move out. You got to go get a job. We're not going to pay for your house, for your car, for your insurance, for your food. You got to stand up on your own 2 feet. And guess what they do? They go, it's like the Home Alone movie. Macaulay Culkin's like, that's exactly what they do, because they have no idea what life is like. What do you mean I have to go give a resume out? What do you mean I have to go to an interview? What do you mean I have to sit down and tell you why I would be an asset to your business? Because you have nothing to say, because you've never worked for anyone. I've seen so many kids growing up. Now, the school district that I went to, it's an affluent school. I wouldn't say, it's like the Richie Rich type of thing where parents are rolling up in Rollses and stuff. But it's definitely not a rundown school district by any stretch of the imagination. But some of the kids that I graduated with literally graduated without knowing how to read. There was a kid who his dad is in construction, owns a construction company. He could barely spell his name when he graduated high school. How did he graduate? What life skills do you think he has outside of school? I'm asking because I don't know. Any? He piggybacked off mommy and daddy his entire life. They paid for everything. Hey, you suck at sports? Cool. We'll pay the coach. We'll get you on the team. You still suck. We'll go talk to the coach, see what we can do. Maybe you can get some playtime. I hate people that are entitled. I hate people that use their wealth versus going out and doing whatever it takes. I saw something, I think it was yesterday. They said, Mark Lobliner, in one of his videos, one of the coaches, the female soccer coach at Baylor, said, on a scale of 1 to 10, everyone fits somewhere within there. 1, you're an absolute horrible player. 10, you're going to be somebody in pro soccer. Wherever you fall in there, if you're a 3, be the best damn 3 that you can be. Work hard, because you know what? You have room for improvement. If you're a 10, be the best damn 10 that you can be. There's always room for improvement, even at the most elite. Look at guys like Michael Jordan. He had a shooting coach. Why the hell would he need a shooting coach? I mean, he's one of the all-time scorers in the NBA. Look at how many game-winning shots. When the game was on the line, whose hand are you going to put the ball in? Jordan. Look at LeBron. He's got coaches. Does he really need them? Most people would think not. But in LeBron's head, he's going, dude, I got to be the best I can be. And I'm going to put myself in a position where I'm going to go out and hustle and grind and do whatever it takes to become a better athlete. Tiger Woods. How many times has Tiger changed his swing? And I'm not talking going from like a Charles Barkley, like, shot. I mean, you look at Tiger's swing at any point during his career and you're going, shit, I wish I had that dude's swing. It looked flawless. But in his eyes, he would watch video and he would break it down. And he would go, I can improve in this area. And that little improvement will probably help the ball carry another 20, 25 plus yards. Most people would be like, dude, you're already driving over 300. Do you really need another 20, 25? For what? It's because they're not sitting there, resting on their laurels like, hey, I'm good at this. They're never below themselves in the sense of they feel like they're better than anyone else or that they're too good to do something. Going back to the original example, would you wash windows? Would you clean toilets? If you were hurting for money, would you walk into your local McDonald's and say, I will clean your toilets for you Monday through Friday, all day long? What do you say? I would think probably less than 1% of the population would go in and do that. Which takes me back to my original point. Do we walk around like people owe us something, like we're better than certain people? Look, I know people who are like, oh yeah, what do you want to be when you grow up? A trash man? They make a decent living. They're doing what they have to do to provide for themselves and their family. Maybe that is their window washing. Maybe that's their cutting somebody's lawn. You don't know. But if you were fired from your job today and somebody came up to you and said, hey, I want you to be our trash collector. Hop on the back of the truck, which most these days, everything is mechanical. People just sit in the truck and it picks up your trash can and dumps it and stuff. But, let's go back like 10 years. Somebody says, hey Frank, I heard you lost your job. Why don't you come work at, the recycler or the trash company, waste management, whatever you want to call it. Hop on the back of the truck. It's simple, dude. All you do, hop off the truck, you grab the can, dump it in, put the can back, you roll on to the next house. It's so simple. I guarantee you, most people will be like, nah, no thanks. When in reality, what they're doing is saying that they're too good for that. I guess you're really not starving or hurting for money then, are you? If you think you're so good that those types of jobs are below you, you have a problem. And that is where we're setting a bad example for our kids. Because we're putting it in their heads that they're above something else. That certain jobs are below them. Listen, if you've never worked a day in your life, dude, nothing is below you. I don't care what set of skills you have. You haven't proved yourself. Go prove yourself. Don't want to be a trash man? Okay, maybe you jump into sales. But if you're not good at sales, you can always fall back to another job that is below you. To me, it's so stupid. Like for me, my kid, he says he wants to, grow up and be this and be that. And look, I take all of it with a grain of salt. He goes through different phases. But I'm never going to say that something is below him. He goes from, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a teacher, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a policeman, I want to work with you, Daddy, I want to own my own business, I want to be an athlete. The kid's 5. He's going to have 10,000 other things that he's going to say that he's going to want to do. But when he's 15, 16 years old, and it's time for him to go out into the workforce and get a job, get some experience under his belt. Now, I'm not saying drop out of school, go work somewhere. I'm not saying that. But I know that I learned a lot starting early in my life I started working at Redner's in the bakery department when I was 15 years old. I mean, how cool is that? What do you tell your friends? Yeah, I work in a bakery at Redner's grocery store. Dude, trust me, that wasn't cool. But you know what? Nobody else had a damn job. So when I had money, guess who was the cool kid? This guy. So when this guy got a car and nobody else could afford a car, except for the rich people because their parents paid for it, guess what? I was their transportation. So, now, was the job I had below any of us? Some people would probably still say that they wouldn't do it. But then again, they had me driving their dumb ass around. So, I guess I'm the idiot for allowing it to happen. But, again, I go back to the whole, stop walking around like something is below you. You're going to do whatever it takes to win. I mean, you're watching these videos because you have that passion. I highly doubt that somebody, watches my videos because they're just looking for entertainment and not any type of substance or value. I mean, I don't do this because I have free time that I have nothing better to do with my life. I have a whole bunch of clients that I could be writing content and copy for right now, which I need to get back to. But I wanted to get this out there because, I was watching something throughout the day and something popped up and I'm like, damn, that's a great topic. Like, what are we teaching our kids? Are we teaching them that they're better than X, Y, or Z? That, they should walk around, with their nose up in the air like they're too good to do a certain job? People want to laugh at people who work at McDonald's. Now, granted, people who work at McDonald's might be without a job soon. The way that AI is going and everything is going, computerized and digital. Look at how many places have touchscreens now. Look at how many grocery stores have self-checkouts. We're getting away from needing to man a position like we were in the past. So it's eliminating a lot of jobs, which, again, it circles back. Everything goes full circle, which goes back to my original concept. Are you too good to take a job if you really needed money? And that's the thought that I want to leave you with. And how are you going to relay this message to your kids? Are you going to bring them up in wealth and have them feel that they're better than anyone else because you had money and provided everything for them? Or maybe you get to a point where you say, at this age, I'm not doing it anymore. It's time to show them what it's really like. Look, I like spoiling my kids. I do. But at the same time, I'm not going to hold their hand for the rest of their life. It's tough love. When I tell you, hey, you got to go get a job, I don't care what it is. I just want you to go out and get that work ethic. I want you to be the best damn janitor. I want you to be the best damn window washer. I want you to be the best damn cashier at a grocery store. Wherever. I don't care what it is. I want you to understand what it's like to work and be the best at whatever you're doing. If you're cleaning toilets, you should have a sense of pride in what you're doing. When you walk out of that bathroom, when you're done, that should be the cleanest damn toilet you've ever seen, to the point where you can basically drink the damn water out of it. You can scrape the sides and everything with some pretzels, eat it, not think twice about it. Squeaky clean, spotless. Be the best damn fill in the blank that you can. That's all I got for today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Wherever you may be, I appreciate the attention. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm also on LinkedIn. If you're over there, you want to do a little B2B chats. The website, weikfitness.com. Tons of content. Thousands of free pieces of content over there that you can utilize right now. Head on over. I would love to hear your comments, whether it's down in the comments in YouTube or on whatever platform you're listening or watching it on. Give me some feedback. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, like it, comment. It helps with the algorithms. These days, if you're not getting much engagement in terms of the comments and the likes and all that good stuff, most of these platforms are basically just pushing to the side, which sucks. I'm not a big content creator. I'm not monetizing this. I'm not getting sponsors. I'm not making this a huge part of my business. I'm doing it because I want to help you. So if you appreciate the value that I'm bringing and you want to help me out, then please subscribe, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, comment, and engage. I love all the feedback. I appreciate it, guys. Hope to see you guys on the next episode.